The first step into creating a campaign then is setting up the group. So within campaigns, you'll find everything you need for sending out a message to your members. The first step is creating a new group or reusing a group that you've already got there. Enter the group name into there. So as an example, let's just do active members. And you've got two types of groups. More often than not, you'll be using a rule-based group. The other option is a member-based group where you add in a member based on their membership number. Then create that group. Let's change that up a little bit. So then when you're within here, you can add conditions into this. So for active, we'd be looking at their status. And their status 1 is active. And that's how you easily just pull all of your active members into a group to send them a message. You can then do a member count within there to find out how many members are in that group, just to make sure it looks right. And then if you save the changes to that, you've got the first step done there by having the group ready of the people that you want to send it out to. So the next step is then going back to campaigns, is setting up the template of what you want to send to the members. So in this case, we're going to do an email template and create a new template. Now I'm going to call this for New Year 2022. So within here then, you can then edit the text and add in new sections using these down the left-hand side and removing sections that are currently there. So for example, I'm going to edit the header saying, Happy New Year within here. And then edit this text here. So if I just paste that into there, it gives you a bit of text straight away. And what it also does is it highlights the areas where variables are needed. So in this case, I'm going to remove that and go under variables, and I'm going to find the first name and add that in there, making sure that the member's first name is going to be pulled into here. Again, with add credit union name, in this case, I'm just going to put incuto into there. And then just make sure there's no other variables that are needed within that section. And if you select done, you can see how that looks. What you can also do is we can add some buttons into here. I would always advise using a button for a link rather than the actual links text, as it makes it a lot easier for the members to click on. So if we do apply for a loan there, and then within here, if you just put the link in there underneath, you can see that shows as a button there for the member. So you can add buttons in for whatever you want, whether you want to push them to the website to update some preferences for a loan, you can add those into there. What you can also do, you can add in images here. If you click onto the image, all you'll need to do is you'll need to select add new image and upload the image from that file. What I've done is I've already uploaded one here. So a nice 2022, and that's in there. You can then preview it to see it exactly how the members are going to see it within there. Make sure everything looks okay. You can change the background colors as well using these sections at the top if you want to change things up a little bit compared to the usual. So once that's done, it's then hit and save. And then we need to do the final step, which is then just pulling the group and the template together and choosing when you want to send that out. So if we just come out of there and down the left-hand side, I want to go into schedule. And I'm going to set up a new campaign within here. So the campaign name then, this is just for internal use. So you can just call that New Year 2022. Selecting the group that we set up. So the active members 1, 2, 3. Communication category is whatever's relevant within here. So in this case, I'm going to do then sales and marketing. The campaign type is an email, and that's because we've set up an email template. And what that'll then do within the template section is it'll pull in all of those into there. So New Year 2022, the email subject line is a subject that's going to show to the member. So something enticing and catchy works well to make them want to click in. So we'll put that in there. And then the repetition. So I would assume that you guys are only going to want to send this out once. So what we need to do is select once. You then need to pick the date you want this to send out. So I'm going to go for the 1st of January. And then I'm going to select the time that I want this to go out, not too early in the morning. And then if you make that campaign active and save it, that's that campaign ready to go out there on the 1st of January at 1 o'clock. What you can then do is you can send a test to yourself. If you want to test that, just drop your email into there and click send, and you can see exactly how that comes through to you. The only thing to bear in mind is when you're using this test function, it won't pull through the variables, so it will still show brackets first name, because obviously it's not a member, it hasn't got all of your personal details there. Okay, I hope that all made sense. There's one last thing to point out is if you close that, what you can then do on the 1st of January, once this has been sent out, you can go into reports and you'll be able to review the report you sent out and look at how that's performed. So you'll be able to see how many times it's been delivered, how many times it's been opened, and if anyone's clicked through and used any of the links within there. So again, that's not one for now, that's one for once that's been sent out.